Hi, happy WEBTOON Wednesday. Today I'm going to be talking about Absolutely Ruined Love, and the other name I saw for it is Perfectly Ruined Love. Our main male character is Ma Dongjae, and he is gay. This is a yaoi smut romance, and I would definitely say it is a comedy as well. The secondary male character is Taejun, which I'm probably saying these names wrong, so please forgive me. This is our main male character, Ma Dongjae. This is the secondary male character, Taejun. In the very beginning, Dongjae is confessing to someone at a restaurant, and the guy who he confesses to is not gay, and he freaks out and he throws water in his face and he just makes this huge scene, and he's saying a bunch of like really mean, nasty things. So Dongjae gets upset and punches him in the face and walks out. Well, Daejun is there and he sees what happens, so he follows him and kind of confronts him in like a locker room or a bathroom, saying that if he wants a boyfriend still, that he'll be his boyfriend. And Dongjae is like not okay with that. Like he it's not that he necessarily finds it offensive, but he definitely thinks he's like a creeper or a psychopath or a stalker. So he's just like, no dude, like go away. Like I don't want to be, or I don't want to have like a butt buddy. If I'm going to be with someone, it's going to be somebody I like. Well, the following day, he goes to school, Dongjae goes to school, and finds that the guy who confronted him in the bathroom is in one of his classes in college. Taejun doesn't really say much or anything to him. He doesn't talk about what happened the previous day or anything like that, but somebody in their little work group makes a comment about Dongjae being gay and is starting to like make fun of him and just being really obnoxious, and Taejun stands up for him and confronts the guy who was saying stuff. So afterwards, Dongjae goes to him and he's like, oh, thank you for like saying something and standing up for me. And Taejun is just like, yeah, whatever. And Dongjae tries to talk to him about what happened in the locker room the day before, and Taejun is just like, I'm not gay, what are you talking about? And just like bounces. And you go through this cycle where one day like Taejun is like really flirty or like super nice to Dongjae, and then like the next day he's really cold and doesn't talk to him at all, or it's just different. And then one day Taejun asked Dongjae to meet him. Was it at a restaurant? It was at not a walkway, but he asked him to meet him somewhere so they could meet up and talk about like the school project. So Dongjae's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, like 3 hours go by and he's still on that street waiting. The only reason he like got to the point where he finally went into a cafe nearby where he could watch. But 3 hours had passed. So he kind of got to the point where he's like, well, maybe something happened. Like he's not responding to my text messages. I should go home. It's starting to rain. He doesn't go home. He ends up, because it was raining too hard, he ends up stopping and getting ramen. And when he's like finishing up, he sees Taejun like at the meetup place, like in the rain with no umbrella. So he goes and he covers him with the umbrella and is just like, what are you doing? Like, are you okay? And Taejun, instead of like apologizing, just gets mad and is like, why are you out here waiting? Like, are you stupid? And just insults him and is a giant dick. It's just like, I felt so bad for the main character. And people are starting to like take notice that Dongjae is crying. So Taejun like puts his head on him and is just like, go home, and gives him a bag of groceries that he bought for himself. And it's just like, go home. So Dongjae gets to that point where he's just like, dude, I don't want I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm getting a ton of mixed signals from you. Like, you're cold one day, you're hot the next, you know, you tell me to meet you somewhere, then you leave me hanging for like 3-4 hours. Like, it's not cool. I don't want to do this. And Taejun comes forward and he's like, okay, well, I'll tell you the truth. The issue is that I have a split personality disorder. So it's like there's 2 different people living in this one body. Like, one day I will be, you know, this Taejun who's like the straight one who's more gruff or whatever, and then like the next day he's the Taejun that's like super gay and just like super friendly, right? For starters, the Taejun who says that he's straight is definitely like at least bisexual, because he does find the male character attractive, and as you read the webtoon you see that he had found another dude in the past attractive, and he's saying that Dongju looks so much like the guy he had a crush on or he liked before that it's triggering like a PTSD thing, or triggering like his manic episodes or whatnot. So they're trying to well, it's not necessarily that they're trying to figure it out, but Dongjae was able to get the other dude to agree to at least go on one date and kind of go from there and see what happens. That's as far as I've gotten. There's no more chapters available that I have read yet. I really like this webtoon so far. I think it's a great combination of, you know, funny and romance, and there are some smut scenes in it, but it's not every single chapter, right? Like, I love yaoi, but sometimes like there's no build up. So I think this is really great that there is some build up to it. And I also find it really funny that Dongjae like will punch the other male character in the face like a couple different times. So he's not just like, he's not a pushover, right? He's not like this weak little male character that a lot of other ones are portrayed as. He's actually like super ripped and super attractive, and he ain't afraid to punch anyone's lights out, which is a great character. Like, he's a strong character. Like, even if he is a crybaby and he's a soft little squishy, he is still strong and he still will defend himself. So I like it so far. I can't wait to see where this one goes. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.